All right, so one last video. I'm leaving at 6:30. My flight leaves for New York, so I've got a little bit of time to kill. So this right here, or this area, is really part and parcel of the Champs Élysées. So this is a fancy schmancy area. Now, if I'm correct, the main drag of the Champs Élysées is Avenue des Champs Élysées, which this is a cross street. This is Avenue of George V, or Rue of George V, whatever it is. Sorry. At the same time, I'm doing my utmost to not get killed by cars. Always a challenge. So there's Bastet, the cat. And of course we've got the fancy designer labels and all the stuff that I definitely can't afford. Okay, so do that. I'm like trying to manage this little thingy right here. So this looks like it could be like, oh, there's the Four Seasons. There you go. There's your Four Seasons Paris, everybody. Your Paris Four Seasons, whatever order you want to put the words in. At the same time, I am on my other phone navigating myself so that I don't get incredibly lost, because that happens all the time in this city. One thing I really miss about Manhattan, not so much Queens. Queens is very confusing, but Queens I've got down to a science, just because I've lived there for 13 years. But certainly Manhattan is just a grid. It's avenues intersecting with streets. It's giving your addresses, giving coordinates that are navigable without a map or a smartphone. And Paris is not like that. Paris is circles intersecting into other circles, intersecting into other circles, and lots of confusion. So I am again happy to have two different phones, because it allows me to walk and see things I want to see while filming, and navigate myself while filming. So there's Hermes across the street over there, and right here we've got Doggy John. It's your beautiful statue of Doggy John. And we do love us some Doggy John. And across the street there's Teddy. There's the statue of Teddy. And we do love Ted. All right. Armani over here. So yeah, I'm trying to do this in a way that is going to be respectful of my time and getting where I would like to go. So I'm putting a bit of a move on it. We've got another statue over there. I think that's a rhinoceros. No, a hippopotamus. No crocodiles or rhinoceroses. I only like hippopotamuses. We've got these cute little restaurants and things over here. And let's see what the so yeah, Avenue George V. That's what we've been walking along. We've got ourselves a sad little panda bear, I guess. Got this interesting creature over here. Oh, and of course, we're right outside of the Louis Vuitton store. So here is oh, and there's a giant lady scaling the top of the Louis Vuitton store. Run, everybody! And this is Casimir. And Casimir is the happy frog. She's got like that frog neck thing that Kermit has. So I guess so. Yeah. Whoa. I did not watch my step just now and almost fell down and broke myself. Gotta even that out a little. So here you are, everybody. Here is your Champs Élysées. There's the Louis Vuitton store. Okay, all right. I feel like I need to come back and pick up a souvenir or two, because I feel like it would only be right to bring my family something and not come back completely empty-handed. So they've got that movie theater, UGC Normandy. Yeah, these are the Champs Élysées, everyone. Louis. And this is Dior right over here. But I think the Bren, my friend, told me that the store, this is not the actual exterior of the store. This is like an exterior that they put over the exterior, and that the real store is magnificent and beautiful. So, I don't know. It's not my world. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So these are your Champs Élysées, everybody. This is your super shishi fancy part of town. I guess I've only lived in two cities. I've only really lived in two different cities, and those are New York and Boston. So again, I'll give the equivalents. In New York, this would be like the Fifth Avenue. This would be like Fifth Avenue, the Champs Élysées. And in Boston, it would be like Newbury Street. So, also known as Peter Can't Afford Anything Avenue. But that's not having an attitude of abundance. I should rename it Stuff That Peter Cannot Afford Yet Avenue. Yeah. That's exercising the secret. That's Rhonda Byrne. That's Think and Grow Rich. That's Napoleon Hill. Because the way the world works is that you just think hard enough and then you're rich and successful. And if you're not rich and successful, well, you just didn't think hard enough. I hung out at Cafe Joya a couple of weeks ago. Not the cheapest and not the most expensive espresso that I've had. By the way, if you come to Paris and you go to a little cafe and you want to drink a coffee or an espresso, whatever, go to the bar. Go to the bar of the cafe and drink it there, because it'll be like €2 cheaper than having them bring it to your table. Not kidding. That's how they get you. Tipping is not a thing here, but they've got ways of getting you. This is a pretty funky building over here. And here's the Public Cinemas. I'm just gonna text my friend to let him know that I'm here, because this is not working. Why is this not working? Okay. All right, so we'll just walk across the street over here, and of course there is your Arc de Triomphe, which I explored on a very rainy day in a silent video that is available, meaning where I keep my mouth shut the entire time. Kind of got an ASMR kind of vibe. It's like an hour and a half long video, or whatever, an hour long. Check it out, and you can see the Arc de Triomphe in all of its glory in greater detail in that video. So now I'm gonna just give a little. There's Cartier, there's Mont Blanc. So it's great how yesterday I show all the protests and all the working class people who are struggling because the wealthy are taking everything from them, and here I come the next day to hobnob with the wealthy and show you the wealthy. Oh, the irony. I am walking through the Champs Élysées and doing a video, period. But yeah, the guy in Emily in Paris, which everyone is like talking about everywhere, he said that McDonald's apparently has like a giant spread of really fancy things, and he brought her to the McDonald's that is in the Champs Élysées. So I'm just gonna take a peek inside and confirm or disconfirm that statement. I think it's worth it to find out. take a look inside and see if what I've been told is accurate or not. Okay, everybody, here's your McDonald's with this wonderful spread of macaroons and muffins, and isn't that interesting? I mean, to be fair, they made it look so much more glamorous on the show, but it was not inaccurate to say that there were macaroons and donuts and other treats that they just don't have at McDonald's in America. Okay. See, well, all that stuff looks pretty basic, but I just wanted to confirm or disconfirm that, and have you all as my witness. All right, so Ay. Gotta get back over to the spot over there. I've got my meeting starting soon. Yeah, it's just as glamorous as if we're on Fifth Avenue, but I guess that makes sense. Gotta remember that this place does not copy Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue attempts to copy this place. Attempts to replicate, I should say. L'histoire des Champs. I am becoming quite a Francophile who I wish I could stay longer, but my money is going to run out, and I can only stay away from my job for so long if I don't want them to go hiring a bunch of other tour guides. So I do need to return to America tonight. I will be on that plane, and not gonna lie, I am sad about it, but it's the thing I gotta do. And there's your Louis Vuitton once again. Liberté, qualité, durabilité. It's a nice play on liberty, equality, fraternity. And here's the Apple store at the Champs Élysées. I feel like I should be playing that song Champs Élysées as I walk around. Maybe I'll cut that song in later on and have it playing softly in the background as I grace these very fancy streets over here. But I guess what I'll do is I'll go to the next light and turn around because I've gotta get to that meeting starting in 14 minutes. Don't want to miss it. So there's Louis Vuitton again, and there is Zara across the street. I've heard mixed opinions on Zara. There are some people who think that it's fancy and worthy of places like Fifth Avenue and the Champs Élysées, and there are people who are like, nah, it's a trash brand. I'll leave you to decide, because I have no idea what constitutes what. It's fashion and all that is, and designer things, it's not my thing. So I am unaware. I'm wholly unaware of these things. Well, so there's the entire street, Avenue des Champs Élysées. Let's try again. Avenue des Champs Élysées. Culminating in the Arc de Triomphe. That way. Okay. Hopefully this light changes soon, because I would like to get to my meeting in one piece. Oh, there we go. There's the first light. So there we go. Look at this thing. There are your Champs Élysées, and there is your Arc de Triomphe over there. And there is an annoyed driver who's like, stop standing in the middle of the street and let me drive. Right, so Sandro, Omega. You know, this is probably similar to a lot of the trendy parts of Manhattan, where these companies the business that they get along here, the amount of money the store takes in, the one store, is probably a lot less than the rent for the building that it's to be in the location. But it's all about having a brand that is represented on the Champs Élysées, which will drive up business overall for the rest of the country, for the rest of the brand around the world, for the rest of the stores. That's a thing that they do. Avenue des Champs Élysées. We've got fancy restaurants, fancy everything. All right, let's end with the woman scaling the Louis Vuitton building. Thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you back in America. Bye-bye, everyone.